start, how would you like to greet Bulldog Nation that has a lot of expectations for you here?
Well, first off, I'd like to thank, obviously, Jim Barco and the entire administration for the opportunity to lead the team for the next 5 weeks. It's a great honor. I'm very, very excited about it. And I think we're ready for it. It's going to be good. And I'd also like to thank, kind of crazy, my wife back here, who's actually here in attendance today. Again, it's been kind of a rough couple years, but she's always been there, and she's always supported me, and wouldn't be sitting where I am today if it wasn't for her and her support. And kind of saying that, I'd like to kind of turn that into, it is a crazy business. It's never a fun time when obviously you lose a coach, but I got a ton of respect for Coach DeRuyter. He's a great coach. He's a great friend. He's a great father, and he's a class act all the way around. But, kind of moving forward, as we do move forward, I am very excited and very honored about this opportunity to be the head coach for the next 5 weeks. I will say our players and our staff have really handled it very well. Obviously, getting back from the Utah State game at almost 4 in the morning and then getting the news very quickly, turning around in about a 36-hour time span. I think the players and the staff have done a great job, obviously respecting Coach DeRuyter's departure, but also embracing kind of the new future and kind of where we're going for the next 5 weeks. They've done a great job, and I really respect their commitment without missing a beat, because there wasn't a lot of time to think or breathe because you get back so late. We have a short week this week and going right to it. So they did a phenomenal job moving forward, and out of today's practice, the kids flew around, great energy. It was really a positive feel, just the way they reacted over, like I said, a short amount of time and get back on the field so quick. And really for me personally, I just want to create you have a short span of time. You don't have a lot of time, so you have to think about the things you can do in a short amount of time. And I think I want to just provide some leadership and some vision and where we're going for the next 5 weeks to our players, to our staff, even in recruiting, academically, all phases of this entire program. Just give us an outline and a blueprint for what we can do here in the next 5 weeks is really important, and that's really what I kind of stick my thorn into as we move forward. Obviously on the football field, we got to get all 3 phases of the game playing together. I think that's really important. The offense, the defense, the special teams, all 3 phases, taking each individual and making them collectively work as a unit, as a group, to work on, because when you win football games, you're going to win them together as a team. And I think that's very, very important. So I kind of have to be that woven thread to kind of keep them all together and keep them together as we move forward down the line. And I kind of told the team as we talked, right now where we are, you can't change the players and you can't change the staff for the most part, not that we want to. You can't do that. You can't change that right now. But the one thing we can do is change how we play the game. I think that's going to be a really important thing. That's one thing I hope in 5 weeks, when people are watching the game on TV or they're watching the game in the stands, is they see a big difference in how we play the game. The 3 bullet points that I gave them in the team meeting was the number one thing was relentless effort. Not good effort, not great effort, relentless. Just out of your mind like a freight train going 100 miles an hour, relentless effort. People can see that sitting in the stands. People can see that on TV. They can watch you and know what you're all about just by how you play the game. The second thing was discipline. I think that's one thing throughout the entire organization that we really need to clean up here in the next 5 weeks is discipline. And then I got asked the question, well, what is discipline to you? Discipline is doing what you're supposed to do, when you're supposed to do it, how you're supposed to do it, when it's supposed to be done, every day. And that's really important. You have to, and that's in the classroom, that's on the football field, it's out in the community, wherever you are. Do what you're supposed to do, when you're supposed to do it, exactly how it's supposed to be done. And the last thing is you got to hold them to that standard. You got to set a high standard. You have to make them expect that standard. And it all ties back into discipline and great effort. And those are the 3 bullet points we're going with. And those things we're going to strive for in the next 5 weeks. And then the last thing I asked them, and I truly meant this, I go, you got to figure out if you're really all in, if we're all in. And I didn't just ask the players. I asked the staff. I asked the water technicians. I asked the managers. I asked the trainers. Everybody in the organization that was there, Like, you guys got to understand, are you all in? Because when we do this for the next 5 weeks, we're not going to go 70%. We're not going to go 60%. If we're going all in, we're 100%, and we're going like a freight train, 100 miles an hour, and we are going. And then how the chips fall from there, at least we know what we did. We gave a phenomenal effort, played great discipline, and we held them to a standard, and we're going to show them that standard every day on film at practice. And again, I almost, in that meeting, I almost tried to talk them out of, are you sure you're all in? I haven't asked them, are you 90% in? Are you 98% in? Because when you have this, we're holding you to a high standard, a high level. You're going to have a lot of outside distractions going on. It's easy to get distracted and unfocused. So it was really important for me to make them understand that you had to stay focused and disciplined on what we're trying to accomplish here in the next 5 weeks. So I asked them, are you all in? And we did a little exercise, and every guy, I told them to think about it overnight, sleep on it, you think about it, and when you come back to the team meeting at 7:30 in the morning, if you're all in, you'll be sitting in these seats, and if you're not, that's okay. I'm not mad at you. That's just part of the process. It's going to be tough. It's going to be difficult. We're going to make a positive out of the situation. And every guy came back, so it was really good to see that, and I think it reflected on the practice field today, which was really good. And kind of in closing, it's we have a lot of work to do in a short amount of time, and I'm very excited about the opportunity. I'm very excited about taking a potentially negative situation, turning it into a positive situation. I think we will, because we got great people here, and they're going to work hard at it. And I think hopefully we can get it going, kicking off right this weekend with our Salute to Service game, and get a lot of people out there supporting the Bulldogs. And really for the last 4 games, and we got 3 home games left, and really I want to challenge a lot of the Red Wave and the fans around here that don't get caught up in the emotion of what's going on, and really get focused on supporting these seniors, supporting these players that work extremely hard for you, and come out and support them. So with that, I'd like to open it up.